Nice to be able to have one window in, but let's get this window in. It's exactly the same process as that window. So roll the time lapse. So we start by sheeting up everything, because when you cut them with a jigsaw, you don't want to get metal shavings all over the panels. It creates little hot spots that then rust. So make sure cover all of this up so that you don't get none of that. If you've already got your template in, then you can just start cutting the hole out. Now, this is so nerve-wracking when you're actually cutting it out. You think, what if I do it wrong? You're constantly wondering what if, but you soon get used to it, and you just got to trust yourself. Once that's all cut, you want to rust treat your bare metal edges, and I used Hammerite spray, and then because it's so cold, I'm just using a heat gun to activate it a little bit quicker, get it drying, and that seems to do the job. I ended up doing 4 coats of this purely to make sure that it was fully rust treated. Then you want to whack your U-channel on all the way around the edge. This protects the bare metal edge as well, and the sharp edge from the window. One of the most important stages is this. You want to prime your window and also the metal panel, but you want to make sure that you clean it first. Your window kit should come with some alcohol wipes to clean the surface, and you've got to make sure that you clean it before you put the primer on, and then you got to wait till the primer is fully dry before putting the adhesive on, ready to put the window in. Then the big moment of truth, get your window and stick it in and hope you've done a good job that it don't leak. Now what I would say is, even in these small windows, just make sure you got 2 people there so that it makes it easier to put the window in. Someone can pull it tight the other side while you measure it from the top to make sure that it's straight with the van, and it just makes life a lot easier. The second window is in. Lovely. We've got that taped up so it doesn't move at all. These are just to protect the little drain vents that are inside this little seal here. But yeah, that is in. Just waiting for that to dry slightly before I can take the tape off, masking tape up, and then put some sealant around it. Now, you probably don't even need to do this to make sure it's waterproof, but what I didn't like was that the panel didn't meet up with the glass, because obviously they're a lot smaller windows, so there was a little bit of an edge and a little bit of a gap, and I just wanted to seal that up really. And just putting a bead all the way along made things so much easier. And I've taped up the drain vents this time, because on the last window I sealed them up and I had to cut them out. We have another window in. I've got to wait for it to dry before I give it a good clean all around on all the panels, but we've got another good looking window, and I left a gap for them little drain vents. 2 windows in, give that a couple of days and I'll give it a good leak test. Spray it with a load of water. That one was good this morning, so yeah, stay tuned for the other windows.